Thanks for tuning into my channel. I know you're all probably very busy. We only have, 2 more days till Christmas. And everybody's busy running around and doing all their last minute baking and shopping. So there's my oven. It's preheated to 350 degrees. So anyway, I did want to come on, as promised, and do the last cookie recipe of my Christmas cookie marathon. I have my hot chocolate here, and you're saying, wait a minute, Diva, you always have props. You're always in character. You're not in character. Oh, yes, I am. I have pajamas on. That's right. It's cold out. It's raining. It's miserable. And I'm not going to get dressed today. I'm staying in my jammies. When I'm done with this video, I'm going to take my hot cocoa, going to take a few of these cookies, and I'm going to go sit with a nice blankie in front of the TV and put a Lifetime Christmas movie on. So cameraman, what do you think of my pajamas?
They're really jamiful.
What is that?
And you know, in England they call them Jim Jams.
Jim Jams?
That's correct.
I don't know. I have a few friends in England. I'm going to check with them and see if you're telling the truth.
Feel free to do so.
All right. And this is the last opportunity I got to put on my little light up Santa earrings. They're not lit up. Why, you ask? I got them in Walmart. And when I went to put them on, one lit up and the other one didn't. So I figured I'd just keep them both off. So anyway, on this chilly, crummy, cold day, I decided to make for you hot cocoa cookies. And I'm going to start now. But before I do, welcome to all my new subscribers. I got a whole bunch of them that came on board, and the reason I mentioned dressing in character, because if a lot of you haven't followed me, you don't know that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes whenever I can, I try to dress in character. So the PJs today, or as the cameraman would say,
the Jim Jams.
The Jim Jams are my costume today. So let's get started with the hot cocoa cookies. First of all, we're going to put our wet ingredients into my stand electric mixer. We're going to put 1 cup of softened butter. There we go. Here we go. I hate to bang it, but I have to get it all out of there. Okay, 1 cup of softened butter. 1 cup of granulated sugar. We're putting in 2/3 of a cup of firmly packed dark brown sugar. I'm noisy, aren't I? I'm going to put in 2 eggs. Let me move my Let It Snow mug out of the way. It isn't going to be snowing. We might have a few flurries on Christmas morning, but cameraman, they're not predicting snow, are they?
I don't believe so.
No. It's too bad. I like to have a white Christmas. All right, we got the 2 eggs, and then I'm going to put in there 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. So I'm going to beat this until it's light and fluffy. While I'm beating this, I'm going to put my dry ingredients in another bowl. So what's new, cameraman?
Well, I could say something like New York, New Jersey, New Mexico, New England.
Very funny. Oh, a lot of my subscribers said to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And they love you. They love the cameraman. I don't know why, but they do.
How can they not?
I don't know. How can they not? Well, most of them that watch me know that you bought me a new camera for Christmas. A new video camera.
I did?
Yes. we opened up the box, and it was like a bundle. It came with all of these things, but I have no clue how to work anything, so I'll have to get my son over here, maybe tomorrow, so he can show me how to operate this camera so we can use it for Christmas when all the family comes over and we're all in our Christmas pajamas all day. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Nice and creamy. It's all incorporated. Alright, so in this bowl, I'm going to put in my dry ingredients. That's 3 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, which I pre-measured. Now, the secret to this recipe, because it's hot cocoa cookies, is hot cocoa mix. Now, I have a box of Swiss Miss, just the classic hot cocoa mix. You cannot use diet mix for this recipe. It has to be regular hot cocoa mix. And don't use another flavor. I mean, if you want to, you can try, but I don't guarantee that it will taste good. I don't know if it's going to interfere with the other ingredients in the recipe. So this is the secret. 4 envelopes of this Swiss Miss milk chocolate cocoa mix. Now, I know you can use dark chocolate, but I would say start out with the milk chocolate. See how you like it. You can try dark chocolate, but I wouldn't go with any of the other flavors. That's just my opinion. So I'm going to put in there 4 of the envelopes of the Swiss Miss cocoa mix. Have any of you ever made these? They come out really good. And I'll show you another secret ingredient in a minute that is going to go in here that I had a little bit of trouble finding, but I'll explain it to you in a second. So let me put in here these 4 envelopes of the hot cocoa mix. And then after I put this hot cocoa mix in, do you know what comes in next, cameraman? Take a guess. You've watched me do over 100 of these videos.
I'm guessing a shot of Jameson's.
No, you and your Jamesons. No Jamesons in my baking. All right. No, we're putting in 1 teaspoon of salt. Here we go. So let me put that in. Okay. We're going to put in 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And next, can you take a guess next, cameraman?
A shot of Jameson's?
No, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And I will put all these ingredients, as I always do, in the description box. Okay. Now, I'm going to take a whisk, and I'm just going to get this all blended and incorporated with my whisk. Now, once I get this all incorporated, I'm going to add my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients. You know, that's what we have always done. And it's the same idea as if you're making any other cookie. It's usually the wet ingredients, and then you put the dry ingredients in. So let me get this mixed up. And I'm going to gradually add this to the wet ingredients. Okay, I think that's about good. Oh, let me get a little bit on the side here. Alrighty. This looks good. Looks nice and mixed. Alright. I'm going to slowly add this to my wet mixture. It's heavy. I'm going to put a little bit in. And I'm going to mix it. No, I like it because
you don't have to pick it up.
I can just look out the window and admire it. I'm retired, so I don't have to drive in it, right? So what's not to like? All right, so we're gonna get this all mixed. Once I have all of this mixed really good, and you all know what cookie dough looks like. Once this is all mixed, I'm gonna add to it, I'm gonna take it off here and I'm gonna add to it 1 cup. I have milk chocolate morsels. I'm not putting in the semi-sweet, I'm putting in the milk chocolate. That, oh my God, that smells so good. It smells like milk chocolate hot cocoa. Wow, yummy in the tummy. All right, I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. And then I'll show you the other ingredient that's going to go in it. Where did I put my spoon, cameraman? Do you know?
I do not.
It was right in front of me. Well, I don't know where it is. Well, I'll take it off with this. All right, look at that. You see that? It's a milk chocolate consistency. It really smells good. So I'm going to get this all off. I should get my spatula. Diva, what's the matter with you? You don't have your spatula. Okay. Smells good. All right. Oh, there's my spoon over there in the bowl, cameraman. See it over there? In that glass bowl?
Yes, I do see it.
There we go. Getting this all off. Now I know that you're not supposed to eat raw dough with eggs, but like I said, I'm an old lady now, and I've been doing it since I was a kid, and I'm still alive, and I'm not going to reuse this spoon, so I'm going to taste a little bit of this. The cameraman's laughing. Why do you make those faces, cameraman?
I don't know.
Anyway, so now I'm going to add in my 1 cup of milk chocolate morsels, and I'm gonna stir them in. Now, I'll do that now. Live YouTube TV. Oh my goodness. Cameraman, don't say a word.
I didn't even notice it on camera.
Don't say one word. Ay, ay, ay. Not having a good day. But anyway, I'm going to incorporate those. And then, here's what you have to put in next. I'm going to incorporate these milk chocolate chips. I'm going to wrap it in saran wrap, plastic wrap. I'm going to put it in my refrigerator just for a half hour. Now, when you have hot chocolate, what do you like to have in your hot cocoa? What do you like to have in your hot cocoa, cameraman?
Do I need to say
Do
it?
not say Jameson again. Come on.
Then I'm speechless.
Marshmallows. Now, you do not want to put marshmallows in here, the mini marshmallows, because they are a mess. They melt in the oven. They get all sticky and they don't look good. So what you have to do is you have to put in 1 cup of these Kraft. These are jet puffed mallow bits. Now you would think these are easy to find. The cameraman went looking in Stop and Shop for me. He couldn't find them. I went and looked in ShopRite. I couldn't find them. So I went online and Amazon had them. And they come in either white, which is vanilla, or they come in a rainbow color. It's still vanilla, but they're rainbow. So I got the white ones. But I heard that Walmart had them, and it said not online in the store. So I drove up to Walmart the other night, and I searched and searched and searched. I could not find these Mallow Bits. So finally I found somebody to help me, and they said, oh, I know we have them. I saw them somewhere. So he finally found them. There was 3 jars of them left. Apparently they're popular. And I bought all 3 jars. They were very inexpensive. But you use these basically to put on baked goods or in hot cocoa or in ice cream because They're very tiny. I'm going to show you here. I'll put a few in my hand. They're very small. I don't really think you can be able to see them, but they're very small, and they're hard. They don't melt when they're in the oven, which is great. But if you put them in with this mix, with the chocolate chip morsels, depending on, well, from what I heard, how old they might be in the jar, they could become funny in the cookie dough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cookie dough in the refrigerator with the chocolate morsels. In a half hour, when I take it out, then I'm going to add my 1 cup of mallow bits, and then we will go on from there. So I will be back in a few. I'm back. I took the dough out of the refrigerator and I added to it the cup of the mallow bits. I tasted the mallow bits, and they are like, they're almost like airy inside, but they're crispy. So you're going to take your cookie sheet. I lined mine with parchment paper, and I have a little cookie scooper here. If you don't have one of these, you can use, a tablespoon. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take our dough here and just going to release it like that. I like to leave them at least 2 inches, sometimes 3 inches apart. And we're going to put them on there like that. And then I'm going to put these in the oven. The recipe calls for anywhere from 9 to 11 minutes, or until the edges of the cookies are lightly browned. And then I will be back to show you the finished product. Okay, the cookies were in the oven for exactly 11 minutes. It says until they're lightly brown around the edges, but with this type of a cookie that is brown, it was hard to see. But 11 minutes sounded fine. They came out really cute. This is just the first batch. All the rest are cooking in the oven, and I have a lot more to do. So I'm going to give these a taste, because what I intend to do is, after I bite into this cookie, is your mouth watering, cameraman?
Oh God, is it ever?
Mmm. A little crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Tastes exactly like a cup of milk chocolate hot cocoa. So give these little babies a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So right now, I'm going to take this dish. I'm going to take my hot cocoa. Going to wrap myself in my blanket. And I'm heading to the family room to watch a Hallmark Christmas movie. So before I go, if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot of fun things coming for the new year. And if you have any comments, I'm always happy to hear them. And so, from the cameraman and me, we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Toodles!